Hello everybody and welcome to today's summer session. Today we're going to be looking at Padlet and finding out how to use it to create our own storyline for a game or a film or a story. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Let's get started.
Okay, everyone, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure that we are on the Google search page and we are going to look up Padlet. And I'm going to enter, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the first one here. So Padlet, you are beautiful. And as you can see, this is what my Padlet looks like. Now, if you're not signed in, please take a moment now to sign in, and then we can continue. You can see here that my other session on creating a Commonwealth map is here. And now we are going to make a new one. So how am I going to do that? Well, first things first, I'm going to look up at the top right-hand side of my screen and see this big pink button that says Make Padlet. So I'm going to click on this. And we're going to see we have a few different things that we can use. We have wall, stream, grid, shelf, map, canvas, and timeline. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on our timeline, and I'm just going to select that. Now, your screen might look a little bit different. Your back picture might be black, it might be blue, it might be any color or design. And at the top, where mine says My Fearless Padlet, yours might say something else. So what we're going to do is we're going to first change our theme to make it really cool. So I'm going to go to My Fearless Padlet and I am going to double click on it. And as you can see, that has brought up a menu on the right hand side of my screen. So I can change my title to my storyline. And my description will be made by Anya. And then you can see that there's this little address here. We can take that away and I can just write Anya's story in there. And that's going to be our URL that we look up. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, we have a wallpaper option here. So when you click on that, you can see that there's lots of different things. We can have a solid color, a gradient, a texture, a pattern, or a picture. So I'm just going to quickly show you what they look like. And here with solid colors, we can just have everything one color. If you scroll down enough, there are some pastel colors. I quite like the pastel colors. We have gradients. So there's only a few here, but as you can click on it, you can see that it's a few different colors in one. Textures and patterns, we have bricks, we have camel, we have corkboard, whatever you feel comfortable with. Then we have pictures. Now all these are copyright free, so I'm going to click on my favorite one. I quite like this one. I love space. So I'm going to click on that one and I'm going to go back, and then I'm just going to click save. But before I click save, you can see that down here we have a font change. Now, if you look up at the words My Storyline up at the left hand side of the screen, you can see the font changing as I click on each one. Now, I think I like the last one better, so I'm going to stick with this and I'm going to click save up at the very top of the screen. And now all of this is saved. We can start making our story. So, what kind of story do you want to make? Are you making a game? Are you making a film? Or are you writing a story? Well, it doesn't matter because all of this will be the same way for every single one of those things. What you need to do is have an idea in your head, and we're going to start from the very start. We're going to go down to the bottom right hand side of the screen and click add. And this little box comes up. Now this little box is really cool. We could do lots of things with it. So at the very top, I'm going to write beginning, because every story starts at the beginning. And then we see what we have these 5 different options. So this one is upload, which means that if you have a file already stored on your computer that you would like to upload, be it a presentation, a document, a picture, a video, anything like that, you can upload it straight onto this. So say you've written a document with your first chapter or an outline of exactly what you want to do and talk about, or maybe your characters, you can upload that here. On this one, you can see that it opens up your photo booth. And as you can see here, we can now take a photo and then upload it. 3, 2, 1. I will save that. And then you can see here that it then uploads into this area, but we don't want to use this photo. We want to use something else. So what's this next thing? We have link. This is where we can link up anything. These are all the different things that we can put on. We've got YouTube videos, we have Spotify, we have location, we can put in another Padlet, we can put a screen recorder, an audio recorder, absolutely anything we want. And this last one here is an image search. Now, here it'll give you suggestions based on words that you've already used in your Padlet. You can also search for GIFs, YouTube videos, and Spotify songs. But on images, everything here, first of all, is copyright free, so you're absolutely fine to use it. So I want my main character to be my cat. There we go. This looks a lot like my cat, so I'm going to click on him. And I'm going to write a little bit about it. So this is main character. His name is Rafiki. And then I'm going to go into this little text box below and I'm going to write something. So Rafiki has magical powers. He is a stray cat who comes to town and befriends a group of teenagers and brings them on an adventure. That sounds good. Now, what I want to do is click on this little bottom bit that says white, and I'm going to change that to my favorite color, which is blue. And then I'm going to publish. And as you can see, I now have a blue tag with my picture and a little bit of information about what's happening. Now you can do that with so many different things. We're going to go through them. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus button and we're going to look for something else. Now, if I go back onto search, I can then click on GIF and say that I want running through the woods. A group of friends are running through the woods and it's a magical woods, so I am going to click this one. And as you can see, it's just kind of loading up here. So I'm going to write that plot point 1. Maybe they get lost in the woods when trying to run after the cat, who is leading them to a magical place. Ooh. And I'm going to change the color again, make that purple. And when I publish that, you can now see it's at the bottom, it's in purple, and the GIF is playing. Now, there's no limit to how many things you can put on this timeline. There's also no limit to how much words that you can add into each thing. So what if I have a document that I want to upload it? Well, how would that look? What we're going to do is we are going to click the plus again, and this time we are going to go to upload. And when we do that, it's going to open up our desktop and everything we have in it. Now, I know that I have saved this to my desktop, and there is a document called My Characters. So I'm going to click on that and then I'm going to press open. And as you can see, it's loading up. And there we go. There is a picture with my document on it, with all the information that I have in it. So I'm going to click, I'm going to change the color and I'm going to make it red this time, and then I'm going to publish it. But wait a second, what if I want my characters before my plot starts. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this little circle underneath, and I'm just going to move that along. And as you can see, things start to move. And that kind of gives us a way to change things without having to delete and rewrite, which I think is actually really handy. So if we go back to the plus, we can see that there's lots of different things here. We have this link here, and that means I can go onto Spotify and I can click a song called Dream Catch Me, which is a song about running away and living in a dream. So I'm going to click that, and as you can see, again, it loads up, which is brilliant. And this song, I think, embodies my story. So I'm going to write inspiration for writing. So I'm going to listen to this song when I'm writing, and it's going to help me expand my plot even more. So again, I'm going to change the color, and this time I'm going to make it green. I'm going to publish it, and then I'm going to move that to the very beginning. So now we have my inspiration, my characters, my beginning, and my first plot line. Now, I can keep doing this all day. I can add however much I want. But what if I'm not writing this by myself? What if someone else is writing this with me, and we both want it on our computers, and we want to be able to both add things at the same time? Well, that's really simple. What we're going to do is we're going to go up to the top right-hand side of the screen, and we're going to click on Share. Now, this awesome menu comes up, and it has lots of different things that we can do. So the first thing is you can add members. And by adding members, you can put in their name, their username, or their email, and you can invite them to help you create this story. You can also change the privacy. Now, you can keep it secret so only you can see it, or you can change it so other people in your class can see it too. So there's a few different things you can do here. You can keep it hidden from the public, so keep it completely private. You can put a password on it, so if you share it with someone, they have to put a password in, so only certain people that you want to see it can see it. You can keep it a secret, completely hidden from absolutely everybody, and then you can make it public. I'm going to make mine public so other people can see it, but you can do whatever you want. Now, at the bottom here, it's very important that you look at this, because if you are putting it somewhere that you can give people the link, you want to make sure that their permissions say can read, can write, or can edit, because if you leave it on write or edit, people can go on and change things. So maybe I just want people to be able to look at it, but not actually edit it in any way. So I'm going to put can read, which is great, and I'm just going to put save. And if I go back the way, you can then see that it's changed public and the visitors can read. Now here you can see that there's lots of different ways to share it. You can copy a link and send that. You can make it into a QR code so people can scan it with their devices and then be brought straight to your Padlet. You can embed it in lots of different ways and share it on lots of different social media. You can even share it on a Google Classroom, which I think is really, really cool. So what your challenge is to create a Padlet and make it the coolest Padlet in the world. I want you to make a timeline of a story, a game, a film, a short film, whatever you want. I want you to plan it out on your Padlet using videos, using GIFs, using songs, using images, using documents. Put whatever you want on it and really flesh out that idea. And I think using things like Padlet to help you come up with your plot lines, to help you organize it, means that when you actually go to write or create, it makes it so much easier and it helps that flow. And it's a creative process that I learned when I was younger, and I haven't stopped using it. I even used it today to plan this session. So I hope that you go out and make some absolutely amazing Padlets. I'm really, really excited to see what you guys make. If your teacher allows it and you're comfortable with it, you can share it with us on Twitter, and you can hashtag digitise summer sessions, or you can at us at Tablet Academy Scotland, and we'll be able to see all your absolutely fantastic designs and stories. I hope that you enjoy creating as much as I do. Good luck, and I can't wait to see it. Bye!